All right, shit. I guess it's going.
Let's go.
As soon as that boy say live, it ain't say it live yet though. There you go. Alright. Excuse me. Yeah, we got all this shit popping off.
What you drinking?
Fago Club.
Yeah. Word.
Okay.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, you said.
Word.
You see, I had to pause, but the Fago Club. Who you taking Sunday, man?
I'm gonna ride with Tim, but I know what's happening to happen. You know, I know what's gonna happen. But I'm gonna go with Tim to Philly.
There you go.
But I ain't gonna bet.
I'm going with Philly too.
I'm going with Philly, bro.
I want the hometown boy to win the ring.
Cause he from Detroit. Fuck that, cuz.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know. I ain't gonna hold you up. I just want it to be a good game, nigga. I ain't trying to figure out what's gonna be what.
Can you please text me in the next day or so a good ass dip we can make? Ron was telling me to ask you. She was in my head about it. Just something we can dip some chips into, something homemade.
So you can make queso easy.
I don't know.
Queso?
That's typical. We want something, you know,
Yeah,
in
what's
your
typical?
brain.
What
nigga.
you mean typical?
He says that's typical.
What you mean? You make salmon dip?
No.
Nigga, all
Okay,
the
not
typical.
like that.
What kind of dip you talking about? There's all kinds of dips.
Okay, maybe like a vegetable beef dip, something like that.
Oh, that's easy too.
Shit, that's easy too. Check one, check two. Facebook Live, we in the
Think
building.
about
What up?
something, man. Something pop in your head, just shoot me something.
Over here trying to figure out recipes.
I already got it, dog.
So you already got it?
Yeah, I don't know exactly what you want.
Shit,
It's gonna break a couple chips because that shit gonna be stuck.
Gotta get the
Yeah,
ribs,
yeah.
can't get no
Yeah,
motherfucking
you
bullshit
gotta
chips.
Ruffles.
Can't get them dollar joints.
You gotta
You gotta get the real, the
good
motherfucking,
ruffles.
or the motherfucking, what kind of dip? Oh, no, you couldn't use that though. That's for like other shit.
What?
The ones you use for salsa and shit. Them bitches look like scoops and shit, right?
Yeah, no,
That ain't right for that. Yeah.
No,
You want some real chips. Yeah, you can't get the motherfucking 7-star Spartan boys. Huh?
nah, can't get them bitches.
Dog, it's hard as fuck to eat dip with some whole ass chips. That shit be hard crumbling
that shit
up.
be
Man, I
Make you
wouldn't
mad?
eat shit no goddamn.
No, you can have more chips in the dip than dip, nigga.
You be mad at the motherfucker like
I eat that shit with a spoon, like fuck it.
The dip got so many tater chips for breaking in that motherfucker.
Crunchy ass dip and shit.
That's all it be. For real, you might as well just stick a spoon in that motherfucker and eat the
They
dip.
crush the chips in the
Hell
motherfucker.
yeah. Armani, what up, though? I see you in the building. What up, though?
What's crackalacking? Talk to us, we talk back. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, hit me in the comment box. Make sure you can hear me. You know what I'm saying?
Call in. Y'all call in and holler at us.
Oh, yeah, I know. We got the call in working. You know what I'm saying? 760-283-4647. You know what I'm saying? We got that call in working. What up, though? Give me a shout out in the comment box, man. And we starting today. You can actually read your comments live on air. We gonna read them on live on air, but then you can read them too because you can see all the comments right now. You know what I'm saying?
And you can call in and talk to us.
Right, you can call in and talk. That's crazy.
That's crazy.
We back in the building.
That's
What up, though?
That's what I'm amped about.
Right, hit me in the comment box. Make sure that you know you can hear us. Say yay or nay. Tell us where you from, representing all that good stuff. Let me see. We gotta share
That shit
that.
hit strong, cuz.
That shit a little strong. Yeah, that shit a little strong. See, you got that right there. I'm gonna punch y'all boys in. Then, dog, guess what else we got? We got the intro, cuz.
Oh, no.
We got the intro. We going all out today. You know what I'm
Big
saying?
monk dog.
You know what I'm saying?
Back up in the
Easy,
baby.
baby.
That's about-
Yo, you know what it is, though, right? It's the first day of Black History Month, man. We had to show out. You know what I'm saying? That's what it
That's
is.
exactly what it is. Black History Month.
For sure, for sure. Some more people in here. Let me see what else we gotta add. Let's add one of P accounts. You got 19 of them motherfuckers. That's how niggas be forgetting their password and have to create a whole new one all the time.
Yeah, I don't give a fuck.
Oh, at least he got this nigga never have a picture though. Like if you don't know him, you just don't know if it's him or
I
not.
don't know.
Oh,
who
shit,
else?
that's why they always hit me. This UP? Yeah.
Right. 2Gs, what up? Where you at, my nigga?
Where you at, boy?
You know what I'm saying? I already got 1, 2, 3, 4. Who we missing? That's it. That's it. Got young Kodak Lee. You have me in the building. All right, bet. Let me post that over here. Gigabytes couldn't make it to the studio today, but he's supposed to be over here doing his due. So hopefully all this stuff gets shared.
Yeah, what up, though, boy?
You know what I'm saying? All right, so where we at with it? Right here. Bam, bam, bam. Got that right there. All right, look like we set. I think we good. Check 1, check 2. I need one more, just one person, man. Hit me in the comment box. Make sure that you can hear us. Just say A-OK or something. Like, what up, though? Something. Make sure you can hear us.
We in there. Yeah, we in there. Say that shit.
What the fuck is
This
that?
nigga, man.
I don't even know. All right, bam. Now we good on there. There go the phone lines. The phone lines is hot. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you want to call in. We ain't talking about shit yet. But the number right there, 760-283-4647. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to jump in here. People just joining in, man. Hit me in the comment box. Make sure that you can hear us, man. Hit A-OK or say what up, though, or something so we know what's good. You know what I'm saying? Loud and clear. Good. All right, good looking out, Armani. That's what's up. All right, you ready, dog?
Let's go.
We got a treat for y'all today, though, cuz. We about to go to the intro on you niggas. You didn't even know. We got an intro, cuz. Hey, watch that motherfucker don't work.
Oh, man.
Damn, we ain't got no clicker. Where the clicker at? Aggravated gonna be the clicker today?
Man.
It's behind the bar, bro. You just one time, dog. One time for your mind.
One time for your mind.
You know what I'm saying?
Way over there to click this shit, man.
Oh, yeah, you got to go over the wires and shit.
Do all this bullshit.
You know there, man. You want to just clap, nigga? You want to just clap?
Man, you ain't gonna hear that shit. That's about loud as my goddamn voice. Come on with it, man.
Mark Anthony, what up, though? What's good, baby?
It's good, cuz.
Thanks for checking us out. We about to bust out that clicker, then we gonna go to the intro on you niggas. You don't even know. We got an intro.
Damn.
Yeah, it was real
It's
out
all
here.
new to me, baby.
It's all new to you. Is it working?
Yeah.
All right, bet. All right, y'all niggas ready?
Where you at, nigga?
Right here.
Scene one, take
Action,
one.
motherfucker.
Damn, he just cut you off like fuck you. All right, we going to the intro, niggas. What up? You know what it is, man. E-Block Radio in the building, man. You ain't gonna be able to hear that. They can hear that. You don't need to hear it. I know I'm about to move out. I have to set up everything. Oh, you watching it on the TV? Yeah, go look it out. You better than Kickbox, son. Alright, ready? Yeah, boy. Right, super high. Yeah. We in the building. You know what that is, man. That's the intro, man.
That was good. That was dope. I didn't even hear it, but that was
Say you're here. Yo, you know what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet, man. Straight from the E-Block Radio, live on your dial right this moment. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the Mile High. We got the studio phone, ringer, you know what I'm saying? People calling in already. It's crazy. Sure ain't even got started yet. Got my man Monk Money holding it down.
Man, you already know what it is.
You know what I'm saying? I got my man Angry Man in the building.
Man, what the fuck?
I don't even know, dog. What the fuck? It really is that it's cold as shit in the D, man. What up?
Bro, it got cold like 10 minutes, bro. I went to the house, it was like 37, came back, it was 19. Like, dang.
Dog, for real. It is cold as shit in the D. If you in Detroit right now, bro, it is cold as shit. But it's like 60 degrees in Denver. I was a little mad, but it's okay. Fuck Denver, it's all good. I can say that now, right? I can say that now.
You gotta say to the Mile High.
I mean, I'm still gonna say it though. You know what I'm saying? I still represent, man. Thank y'all for checking us out, man. Of course, it's been 7 days since last time, and it is Social Media Friday, Social Media Thursday. I wish it was Friday.
Yeah,
Social Media Thursday. Also, it is the very first day of Black History Month. All right, I just wanted to mention that real quick.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
Black
it is
History's
social
still
media
alive.
for sure. It better be. In your household anyway, it better be. You know what I'm saying? You might can't get it to everybody's, but get it in your own household. But let me see what we got going on. What was I? Oh, I had a text message. What was I about to say? Oh yeah, Social Media Thursday. So if you got social media, hit up my man Real Monk Money on Twitter and Instagram, and of course myself at Hood Howard Stern. All right, so make sure you hit us up on both of those joints, and then also follow Straight from the E-Block on Facebook. All right, hit that like button so you get all the notifications. You know, hit that bell. Also subscribe to our YouTube page. Also just do a whole lot of shit to fuck with us. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's Thursday. Monk Money.
Show some love to a nigga.
For sure, man. Show some love, man. What's good, though? What's good with you, dog?
Man, ain't too much good with you, boy. You know what I'm saying? You know how I do, man. I keep it low to flow like an ant, staying out the way. You know.
For sure, for sure.
But you about to ask me how my week was, right?
Of course.
Oh shit. So I had actually an eventful week once in my life.
What?
You know what I'm saying? It was eventful. You know what I mean? I went to the Pistons game. You know what I'm saying? Watched LeBron get stomped by the Pistons. Like I didn't even understand it, but
how we look though? We look good?
Man, we look good. Stanley.
Yeah.
Stanley, dude. It's
what about fucking Blake Griffin though coming to the? Because obviously he ain't play that night.
I wish he would have played that night, bro. But it was a good. But it was a good look. I mean, I think it's gonna be a good look. Nigga, any help can help. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Get us in, at least somewhere.
Blake Griffin's a snitch though. He ain't gonna make it the trick. That nigga snitch.
Don't put that out there already.
That nigga snitch.
We gotta let him snitch first. Man.
He ain't gonna make it in the D, bro.
You can't do that, bro. Don't put that on that man right now, bro. You know what I'm saying? We need that nigga. You know what I mean? Like, what you talking about snitch? I ain't hearing about no snitching.
Yeah, me neither. I don't know.
So why the fuck you say
I don't know, because now I'm snitching, right? Never mind. Moving right along.
Okay. Damn, man. I'll put that on that man.
And so that was your first time going to Little Caesars Arena?
Yes, bro.
How is it, dog? Is it worth the hype?
Man, you made a great decision not to go.
Why you say that?
Because you would have been uncomfortable.
Them seats a little bit of motherfucker.
Seats little in the motherfucker, bro.
I knew it. That's why I was like, dude, did you get an aisle seat? Because I ain't fucking around.
I did get one.
You did get an aisle seat? It was still going to be a uncomfortable seat. I wasn't prepared. Bro, yeah, I was like, you got to go to the gym in order to go to the stadiums these days.
Bro, I'm in that motherfucker.
They try to get too many people in there.
Yeah. But I mean, shit, I ain't that big, and it was rough for me. You know what I'm saying? Like my legs couldn't move my legs. Like god damn. Well, other than that, bro, it was a good game, good night. You know what I'm saying? Hang out with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Even though you couldn't make it, dog. You know what I'm saying? But I hope Blake, you know what I'm saying, do his thing.
Yeah, I hope so too, man.
Like I don't know about no snitch thing, but
yeah, me neither. Hey, look, everybody in the comment box asked me about like is Blake a snitch? Like, that's what I had heard. I don't know for real. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Put that out there. No,
I can't put it out there.
Yeah, welcome to Detroit, Blake.
Right. I don't know. I'm just saying you can't survive in the D.
No,
snitching and shit.
No,
you know what I'm saying?
So don't put that on that man. You gonna have that nigga dead before we get a game going.
Yo, my man Mark Anthony said that was tight. He was talking about the intro. Thank you, bro.
Appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the love and shit. Oh, he also asked about the State of the Union address. We're going to talk about that a little bit, too. You know what I'm talking about? Candy Cane, what up, though? West Side in the building, of course. West Side house. But, you know, East Side run this shit. You know what I'm saying? Pardon my East Side. Even though I ain't got my hat on right now. You know, whatever. Chill the Chief. Is that Chill the Chief? Yeah. What up, Chill? He say Blake a snitch. This is just what I heard. Some shit that happened. Some shit that happened. Right. Now I'm just what that nigga damn, what's that nigga name? Dame Dash. What that nigga say? Chatty Patty?
Chatty Patty.
I mean Chatty Patty.
Chill with that nigga just rapping, bro. I'm about to give him a beat in about 5 minutes.
Yo, chill.
I'm about to give him a beat in about 5 minutes.
I'm being a Chatty Patty and shit. I don't know if that nigga snitch for real. I'm just saying. That's word on the street. But anyway, whatever, dog. So the game was live, though, right? Seats was tight. Game was live, though.
Yeah,
okay.
Seats was tight.
How was the view, though? Like, did y'all have good seats? Or?
We had a good view. We was all the way up there, you know what I mean?
But it was still straight.
It still was straight, you know what I mean?
Okay, that's kind of like the Palace. The Palace always had good seating.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? No matter where you was at. And Ford Field, so. Yeah, you been to Ford Field?
Yeah.
So it's like that? Is it made kind of like that? Oh, okay.
I mean, seats in Ford Field a little bit comfortable. Like, they for
Ford Field is comfortable, right? Yeah, I've been there.
That motherfucker wide, you know. He's a bad seat, that damn Little Caesar Ring, they try to pack everybody.
That's what it is. They trying to get a million people in there. And then there's it's the hockey arena too. So
don't let that bitch get packed, bro. You gonna have like a pack of cigarettes in that bitch. Like a pack of cigarettes.
Yo, did y'all buy something?
What you mean?
Like food?
We had to buy some nachos.
How much is that shit? $30? $7. Oh, that's regular.
That's regular.
Okay. Yeah, you spend more money than that at the shop.
$8 on a beer. I couldn't spend $8 on one beer. That was a whole goddamn 6-pack.
Yeah.
So I'm like, man, I'm not spending $8 on beer, so I'm just gonna get some nachos. And, you know what I'm saying? The juice.
Yeah.
And the juicy juice. Got to the beer back in the car. You know what I mean? Like,
I figured, dude.
Nah.
That's what's up, man. I'm glad y'all had fun though. But look,
we had a ball.
But when you came with the idea, I was like, dog, where the seats at? Cause I already know, man. I wasn't trying to be uncomfortable for 2 hours.
So if I get some sweet tickets, you gonna go?
Oh hell yeah! Some sweet tickets, to be off the hook. Should I go to that motherfucker? It's bars inside there, right?
Yeah.
Should I go do that? Shit, you know what I'm saying? Get a ticket and go chill at the bar, nigga. Should I do that?
You get some sweet tickets. We ain't gotta do none of that. It's a bar in that bitch.
Dog, some sweet tickets would be gangster though. I want sweet tickets for the motherfucking Thanksgiving Day. Lions game.
Gang.
Hell yeah, dog, that'll be dope as shit, man. For real. Anybody listening right now, man, got the hookup on motherfucking sweet tickets at I was about to say Joe Louis. At Little Caesars Arena or at Ford Field, man, hit us up, dog. We would definitely take those. You can sponsor a show by giving us some sweet tickets.
Hell yeah.
Hey, how live would that be, though?
That'd be live as shit.
Dog, that'd be live as shit.
When
anyway.
present that to somebody, though, real live. Real talk.
Right. What else happened, though? Since you went to the game and shit?
That's about it, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, other than that,
She'll say who gonna supply him with the first buffs. He gonna be real Detroit and shit out. He gonna be in his bitch with buffs out.
He ain't gonna do no buffs. He don't look like he a buff type of dude, bro.
You don't think so?
No.
Well, he look like a snitch type dude. All right, I'm gonna stop that shit. I don't even know.
Bro, stop putting that man.
I know. I'm just talking shit.
Man.
I don't even know if that shit true for real.
Man, what's up?
Oh shit, Tony, what up, though?
What up, though, cuz?
Shit, what's poppin'? No, so what else you do, man? So you went to the game with tight ass seats and shit.
Yeah. Shit. That was my event for the week. That was a good event. You know what I mean? That was my whole week.
I figured it.
You know what I'm saying? It was good.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I had a ball. We ate good, drank good.
Yeah. What's going on with the project?
What project?
Your project, Salt and Pepper.
Salt and Pepper. You know what I'm saying? Me and my dog we still working on that, trying to get that out here.
Okay.
You know, Salt and Pepper catering. You know what I mean? We trying to get out here. You know. Me and my homeboy put this food together, you know what I mean? If y'all don't know me, that I get down in the kitchen, you know what I'm saying? My food is my pleasure, you know what I'm talking about? I mean, I really love food, you know what I mean?
I really love food.
I really love it. It's not a fucking joke. I love food. You know what I'm talking about? But,
I dig that.
We gonna get that cracking, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna be in the kitchen near you. Come holler at us, you know what I'm saying?
So y'all gonna do like events or will y'all like do it in the crib, like
anything, bro.
Cause I think that's kind of dope though. If you could just you could order catering for like you and your family or
you can
you and your woman.
Hey, you can rent me to come to your house for a minute.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Oh, word? Oh, so that's like what you call that concierge service? Yeah. Service concierge. That's how you say it.
Concierge service.
That's what I'm talking about, dog. That's what's up, man. Make sure you follow my man Progress. We're going to talk about that shit every week. Yeah. Real quick, though, my man Mark Anthony did say how we feel about the State of the Union. First of all, let me say this, dog. I have to be completely honest with you and telling you that I did not watch it live, all right? I did not watch the shit when it came on. I don't know what the
fuck y'all talking about, honestly.
Donald Trump. Yeah, the State of the Union address, right? So I didn't really watch this shit. I just watched kind of like the clips and shit, you know what I'm saying? But the thing first of all, the only thing I didn't really like about it is what's the word I want to use? All the dick riding, I guess, that the Republicans was doing. Like, they was giving him standing ovations for every little bullshit that he was saying. He wasn't saying nothing. Like, his speech wasn't that extraordinary from what I saw. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I didn't watch the shit all the way through and nothing like that. But I think it was an attempt to overshadow all the failures and shit. Like, you can say these bullshit stats, like they keep saying that the black unemployment rate is going down. I don't think that's true. I think niggas just stopped registering at the unemployment office because they ain't getting no benefits. Yeah, so you just don't know that they ain't working.
What the fuck you gonna go for?
Exactly.
Y'all ain't giving out no motherfucking extras.
Right.
No extensions, nigga. We know about extensions. Y'all ain't gave out not one extension yet. Right. Give a nigga an extension.
So you just off the books. That don't mean that the numbers actually getting low. You know what I'm saying? And then it's funny you talked all this shit about Mexico, and then in the State of the Union address, he tried to big them up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's weird. Like, you just double talking, and they just going off other shit. I couldn't watch it. I ain't gonna lie. I couldn't watch it. I couldn't bear it. The only time I've ever actually watched Donald Trump speak was the inauguration, which I guess we were supposed to not watch that shit. But I felt like if everybody didn't watch it, we was gonna miss the okie dokie shit. So I just wanted to make sure he did pull the shit on us, but I wanted to hear what he had to say. So I did watch that. But as far as the State of the Union, I ain't gonna hold you up. I really didn't have much interest in it, only because at this point, it ain't shit he can say to me that's gonna convince me that he's doing a good job. You know what I'm saying? Angry Man, did you watch that shit?
No.
No? Did you even know that shit was on?
Yeah, I knew.
Oh, you knew it was on? Okay.
I knew right where it was. I ain't fucking with that. I couldn't stomach it.
Yeah.
Couldn't do it.
And that's what I was saying. I couldn't fuck with that shit, man. Yeah, Armani says you can't watch fake news.
I can't either, man.
I feel you, man.
I
But
can't either.
yeah, so I couldn't really fuck around with it, man. I mean, shit. Salute to motherfuckers who support Donald Trump. I don't understand. At some point, see, this the weird thing. And I'm gonna get off of this shit. This the weird thing about Trump supporters is that they don't want to admit that he fucking up. Now, I'm an Obama supporter. Like, I was an Obama supporter. I voted twice for that man and shit. But at the same time, I knew there was some bullshit in the game with some of the shit.
Always some bullshit in the game.
And I was okay with recognizing that, though. Like, Trump supporters, they all or nothing. They go act like he ain't doing no wrong. I was all for Obama, but I know he did some fucked up shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know that, you know what I'm saying? Again, no disrespect to the LGBTQ, RSTUV, WXYZ. But, like, he did obviously do way more for gay rights than he did for black, you know, for black people. Like, I know that. And I think that was an issue, and I called him out on that. But at the same time, I can still be a supporter and call him on that bullshit. Trump supporters is like, they don't want to call Trump on this bullshit. Like, dog, this is bullshit. Like, you got to know it.
mean the White House now is Hollywood.
Yeah.
Now you got Oprah talking about running for office.
Yeah.
The White House is Hollywood. It is Hollywood. You know what I mean? Where? I mean, what the fuck?
What's next, right?
You know what I'm saying? It's straight just to win who got the most motherfucking money.
I mean, that's what it's always been. But now they making it obvious, though.
Now it's
in your face, right? Because it was always about that. That's why all these generations of generational wealth and shit basically get you into the Bush. Right. Bush.
All them motherfuckers.
It's funny how you look at politics and then you go so far back just looking at like other shit. Yeah. Like, let's say you look at some other shit going back to the origination of the FBI and shit, and then you start seeing, you know, George W. Senior or George Senior and shit. You know what I'm saying? Back in them JFK days and motherfucking what's the nigga name? Rockefeller? What? No, not Rockefeller. Motherfucking J. Edgar Hoover and shit. All them motherfuckers. All these niggas come from that same thing. It's crazy when you look at politics. And believe it or not, Clinton was fucking around in them circles back then. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Clinton was fucking around in them circles.
I mean, how do you be relevant?
Yeah,
how do you be relevant?
Yeah, you got to. It still amazes me sometimes how the fuck Obama got in there. But that one, I think they tricked everybody on that one. I didn't see that one coming.
They were just loading us up.
Yeah.
They was loading us up. Give them Obama.
Yeah, so then we can go back to the real shit.
I honestly thought they didn't think it was going to happen.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. We'll find something on them, and they didn't.
They did.
Yeah.
And that shit bit them in the ass.
Yeah.
Right. Finally.
Give him Obama. Give him Obama. Everything will be all right. Then we'll pull his fucking Trump in.
Right.
Fuck up
That's exactly
shit.
what happened. I didn't really think he was going to run for president, though. I didn't really think he was going to run.
Why?
Like, because it's fucking Donald Trump. Like, I just didn't see that happening.
He had shit else to do.
Yeah, and obviously we didn't either. Obviously we didn't either because we voted that motherfucker in. Now, anyway, I don't want to talk no more about politics, man. What else happened?
Fuck off, dudes.
Dog, so you know what's getting ready to come out, though.
What's that?
Black Panther. Dog, so I'm excited. I'm excited as fuck.
You ain't even gonna see it, man.
How you figure that?
You ain't gonna see it. You gonna say something about to see something comfortable. And they got
recliners. I go to the show, nigga. I go to the show.
Recliners.
Hey, the show, the movie theater is fat people friendly. Like, I go to the show. Like, you know what I'm saying? Let me see. There, the theater, some airlines, you know, some airlines, some not, but some airlines, fat people friendly, you know what I'm saying? That's what I was thinking about. I'm going to write a book about that shit, you know, on my way to losing weight and shit, because that's obviously got to be something that I'm going to have to do, right?
He's been the same size since he was 13.
Hey, so what? Nigga, I'm working on that shit, though. I've been working on it for 30 years, so fuck you. But, no, seriously, man, for real, black people, man, we got to get our health together.
He going to be the male Monique out
there. Yeah, you're right, I'll be the male Monique. No, but I'm telling you, I should write a book, dog. I should call that shit that regular size people ain't got to worry about. Because, dog, it's some shit that regular size people ain't got to worry about. Like, you ain't got to worry about what size the seats is at the motherfucking concert.
Hashtag fat people problem.
I know, right? This is real life shit, dog. I don't know if y'all know it or not. And a lot of people don't embrace their fatness like I do. I embrace my shit, though. And I'm willing to say that there are some fat people problems that regular size people ain't got to worry about. You know what I'm saying? I really have to worry about shit.
And he's really passionate about this shit. So
I am, yeah. I got to worry about, like, so.
It's going to be good.
Like, is it 6 flights or 3? Like, I got to know these things. You know what I'm saying? Like, is it an aisle seat? I got to know this type of shit, dog. I want to be comfortable, nigga. I want to become so fuck out. But anyway.
Is they serving food?
Nah, fuck that. that's a combination question though. Are they serving food and where's the bathroom? That's two different things. Cause nigga like me be having to take a shit. Nigga, I don't fuck around. I gotta take a shit. But anyway, man, we get too far off into some other shit. But Black Panther, dog, the shit coming out. I can't think of old girl name. I meant to Google that shit. But it's a writer from the actual comic book who didn't get invited to the premiere and shit. What you think about that shit though? You think Hollywood go try to steal? Cause Black Panther it's some Marvel shit, but I mean it's some comic book shit, and like it almost seemed like at the premiere they taking it away from the actual comic book people. You know what I'm saying? So I think that was kind of rude that the lady one of the ladies who was a writer on the comic book didn't actually get invited to the premiere. Is that nothing, or is that black people overreacting? I really think it is. Is that black people overreacting?
I really think it is.
Oh, come on,
I swear, bro. She probably just wrote the words in a circle. I swear. Like, come on, baby.
Hey, the motherfuckers is important though. If you don't write the words in the circle, nigga ain't no count.
Anybody could have wrote the fucking words in them circles, bro.
Oh, you mean
in the bubbles?
In the bubble.
In the bubble.
No, I'm saying somebody got to write them, so that shit is important.
Okay.
Oh, you asshole.
Yeah.
So you think that's just us being oversensitive?
Sometimes I really put it on that.
You think so?
Yeah.
I don't know.
That's why I don't like when people pull a race card all the goddamn time. Like, bitch, you said that last week about some goddamn nothing.
Yeah. But I mean, you gotta know though. I mean, this is Black Panther though.
Yeah.
I think everybody want to be involved in that because for the simple fact that Black Panther probably in real life, in the terms of when it actually first came out, probably should never happen. So if you were a part of that, of course you go want your dude. Ain't know what you say.
Ain't the whole cast black?
Yeah, the whole cast is black, and that's the Hollywood side. But what about the people who actually created the comic though? Like, why they wasn't invited? It's like they the stepkids. Like, nigga, without them, it wouldn't be no movie. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
that's like having a Spider-Man movie without Stan Lee. Like, you ain't gonna invite Stan Lee for real? Like, he can't go? It's his shit.
That's not Stan Lee. That is not the same shit.
It ain't.
No, from the motherfuckers writing the words in the bubbles to fucking Stan Lee.
It's still a writer. What the fuck? Why you hating on their job? They writers, nigga.
I'm just saying though, that shit don't.
They writers. Yo, Tony said fat people problem number one is can't ride roller coasters. Dog, that's shit. That's real shit. That's real shit. That's real shit.
I witnessed that shit.
That's real shit.
I witnessed that shit a few times, my dad.
That's real shit.
Yeah, see the point. We looking like, man, what the fuck, yo?
Oh, bro, you waited all this line, all this time. Just sit down there and wait on the
Hey, look. After they start getting to the point before you get in line and show you the seat and shit. It's like, if you can't pull the bar down here, you can't get on the shit. So I got on the motherfucking demon drop. All the shit with the big bar and shit. I got in that motherfucker. And that bitch had a single car. Oh, that's a rap, nigga. I ain't get on that shit.
Pirate shit all day.
Yo, the pirate shit.
All fat niggas in the back and shit, with their arms stretched out, big ass niggas like rocking and shit.
Niggas ain't shit. But that's why I love y'all niggas, man. Y'all niggas ain't shit, though. Oh, dog. Shout out to the people with fat people problems, dog. I swear to God, I'm going to make that a hashtag, dog. We'll make that a hashtag in the book, man. Fat people problems. But I'm working on my fat people problems, dog. I'm trying to lessen my fat people problems, dog. Like, fat people problems is what make me choose bigger trucks and shit instead of little cars and shit. That's what made me drive all the time instead of riding with people. Like, so you go pull up in the motherfucking little Nissan. Like, yeah, I'm gonna drive. Don't worry about it. You go pull up in a little Escort like cuz. I'm gonna drive.
That bitch gonna catch a flight.
Fuck you, nigga. Hey, I done rolled this little shit before though. I done rolled this vet before. But I had to roll out that motherfucker in real life. A skinny nigga gotta roll out
there.
Yeah,
I ain't that big and I had to roll up out there.
Right, you gotta roll out that bitch.
That bitch all the way on the ground.
Yo, 2G said you ain't wearing no sweater, bro.
Damn, you hating ass nigga.
Bitch, where you at though? I thought you was on your way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Fuck you talking about? You keep commenting.
Right, nigga commenting and shit. Obviously, you're not coming and shit. You know, good looking out, whatever. Yeah. All right, so look, we're gonna keep it moving, man. What else we want to talk about before we get into that? Let me see. We talked about that. It's Black History Month, dog. Look, all right, I only got one thing to say about Black History Month because obviously I know that people who are interested are already doing their homework, catching up on shit, finding things that they don't know about Black history. This is the one thing that I encourage people to do though, because the Black history that they talk about on TV, on the radio, shit that you see every day, like in commercials and shit like that, it's cool because it might be some stuff you don't know, but for the most part, it's famous people, shit you can Google or some shit that's known information. I challenge people though for Black History, man. Find out about your family's history, like because. Dog, you would never know. You go back a few generations in your own family and fuck around and find out some shit.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they created some shit or own some land. Like, you don't even know. So that's what I challenge all my Black people to do right now. Instead of, also, look at the other stuff, too, like the major accomplishments. But check out your own family Black history, dog. That's what I challenge my Black folks to do, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Right.
But,
and get Roots some money, you know what I'm saying? Because they ain't going to play it on TV, so everybody got to watch that shit on YouTube. So get Roots some money, you know what I'm saying? Rent the video or something, you know what I'm talking about?
Just say rent the video.
They ain't gonna
get it on
it.
Amazon, whatever. However you get shit these days.
Get it. They ain't going to get it. They usually just give us Roots for fucking like 3 weeks. Right. Roots be on for 3 weeks.
That motherfucker was long though.
Long as shit,
that motherfucker was long though. But like even that though, so I'm sure. Hopefully they do show the shit though, cause like a lot of people, it took me until low key I was probably around 30, I think, before I actually watched Roots from beginning to end and shit. Like it came on when we was kids. I ain't never watched shit cause I ain't want to see no slave shit. But I actually watched this shit though, and nigga, it's two things about Roots. Is empowering, you know what I'm saying? Because you see the generations and how they moved away from the plantation, or from actually how they moved away from being in Africa. Like they went all the way back, you know what I'm saying? Until Kunta got found and they took his ass shit, and they told the nigga not to go out there and shit. They was like, dog, they go take you, nigga, and he went any motherfucker way. But anyway, I don't want to ruin the story. But it's empowering, but at the same time, it's crazy because that same mentality, dog, from Roots in Africa, it's the same fucking mentality we got right now. That shit crazy.
We know this shit over there. We still gonna walk over.
Thank you, dog. Like your elders telling you what not to do, and we still do it. That shit is crazy. We talking about some shit that was from what, the fucking 60s or something. When did Roots come out? 60s, 70s or whatever. Yeah, like shit, 50 years later, nigga, we on that same shit.
What's my man name that played?
LeVar Burton.
LeVar Burton.
Toby. Oh, you didn't call him by his white racist name. Okay. Goddamn. What's your name, boy? that shit ain't funny, though. Hey, look, if you ain't never seen Roots, man, I encourage you to watch shit too, man. Learn your history, but I also really, really encourage you to learn your family's history, dog.
Hell yeah.
Because before you know it, like, especially for the younger generation, before you know it, your elders gonna be gone, bro. Like, for real. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, your elders gonna be gone. There's so many people who grew up our age who never experienced grandparents. You know what I'm saying? If you got your grandparents still, have a conversation with them, dog. Just find out what was really going on back then. You'd be surprised. They really want to talk about that shit. Yeah. They really do. And
you can get a lot of wisdom from them old motherfuckers.
Yeah,
man,
you really can.
I sat around and kicked it with my uncles for a while, you know what I'm saying? I was a young cat and shit. Instead of hanging on the block, I would go play dominoes with them niggas, you know what I'm saying? Kick it with them.
And you get some game.
And you get some game, for sure.
For sure, man. That's what y'all need to do. All right, so we're going to move from that, man. Happy Black History Month. You know what I'm saying? Make it Black History 365. Dog, hold on, wait. Before we go into the for real topic, though, they said that Martin is coming back, though.
Yeah, I read this shit, man.
Is that shit true?
Yeah, I read that shit.
The reboot, dog.
Yeah, the reboot.
I mean, mine is Tommy, of course. Unless they have a hologram in that bitch. That wasn't funny. That wasn't funny. Yeah. She said she the one who agreed on the shit. I guess that's who they was waiting on. I don't know how true this is. It was a TV One story.
Yeah, I read that shit.
I read that shit. They say it's coming back, dog.
That'll be dope.
Hell yeah. Hey, you know the first motherfucker who hit me, right? I probably thought it was gonna be Gigi, but it was D Will though. D Will hit me with the text with the motherfucking picture. He was like, all it said was dog. I read that boy. I was like, oh. He was like, dog, we gonna have a debut party. I was like, dog, I'm with it. Dog, you know what? We grew up on Martin, bro. Man. We grew up on Martin, bro. Like if Martin came back, dog, that shit right there, motherfucking Marty Marl, dog. Anyway, dog, let's get to our for real topic, dog. I just want to talk about Martin real quick because that's my guy. All right, so look, this is what we're talking about right now, man. We're talking about the opioid crisis versus the crack epidemic. All right, so I used two different words there because I think it is a difference, and it shouldn't be, but it is. So we want to know why is the opioid epidemic, or crisis, I guess they call it, is being treated so differently from the crack epidemic, dog. We want to know. I mean, I got some theories. I got some theories on that. But we want to hear from y'all. So if you hit me in the comment box right now, Let me know what you think, man. Why is the opioid crisis being treated so differently from the crack epidemic? You can comment below, or you can call in 760-283-4647. The phone number is right there on the bottom of your screen, man. You can call in and talk live on the show.
Call in, talk to us. We talk back.
Right, we on that new shit, dog. We live and direct. So, Angry Man, look like you got something to say, bro. I don't know.
Yeah, the big ass.
Right. So I can't even say it. Opioid crisis versus the crack epidemic.
Because crackheads were useful.
Go right into the fiend.
Yeah, crackheads were useful. You give them $10, they'll cut your grass, and get your groceries, wash your car. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
You good. And then hey, lock your shit down because a crackhead could come in your shit. These motherfuckers nowadays,
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck they doing or what they on. They drink some shit and just instantly go to sleep. They instantly just get retarded.
Right.
That's the fucking difference to me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You knew a crackhead.
Yeah.
You knew a crackhead. You don't know a motherfucker on this other shit.
That's true. Yeah, that's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
Because you can't smell it.
Yeah, basically, or whatever.
They smell it. It don't show them.
Don't show them. Yeah. But my thing. Obviously, I know it's worse. It's detrimental, and I think a couple people already commented in there. What up, Shandru? What up, though?
What up, though?
E-Block in the building, man.
E-Block 100 Kings in his
For
time.
sure. Him and Armani say it's because white people dying. And that's my whole thing.
That's the whole
because opiates and shit been out for the longest.
Forever, dog.
That's the whole motherfucking reason. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think it could be nothing else. Like, there's no way you can tell me it's anything different.
It's what it is.
Yeah.
Exactly what it is, because it's affecting it's on their porch now. You know what I'm talking
Right.
about? You know what I'm saying? It's in their neighborhood now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It ain't just in the city. You know what I mean?
Exactly, because if you remember, you know what I'm saying, if you go back far enough, man, even, you know what, fuck it, you ain't even gotta go back far in history. Let's just look at movies chronologically. If you look at American Gangster and shit, they was talking about Nicky Barnes and motherfucking what's this nigga name? Damn, the nigga that Denzel played. Yeah, that nigga. Frank Nitty. What's that nigga name? Frank.
This nigga said
Frank. I know. I can't think of that nigga name. I'm tripping, dog. Everybody know American Gangster.
Yeah,
Huh?
Frank Washington.
No.
Damn, what's that nigga name?
Frank something.
Yeah, god damn it. Somebody watching right now, god damn it.
Frank
Lucas. Yeah, god damn. We was having a problem right then.
Yeah.
I could not figure it out. But yeah, so you looking at those two niggas, that was heroin.
Yeah.
That wasn't crack. Like, crack wasn't even out yet. That was heroin. And and obviously they was shipping this shit from overseas somewhere, and that was a big epidemic. Like, niggas literally was dying and ODing and shit. And to combat that, Nixon said, let's have a war on drugs. Like, this is how he combated that. So what's the difference now? Right?
Yeah.
That's the only denominator, is that more white people getting affected. There's nothing else you can tell me. Like, I'm trying to make some rational decisions about the shit, but the reality of it is, it's the difference in the people that is affecting.
Definitely.
Back then, black people, like, they was fucking Harlem up. That motherfucking heroin. They was fucking Harlem up. But they ain't give a fuck because it was contained in the black community.
Yep.
Now, all these white kids, little white kids though, you know what I'm saying? Little kids. Like, they getting to the point where they educating them in the middle schools. Like, these kids is like fucking 12, 13, using opioids and shit. You know what I'm saying? So now it's a problem. But you know what? It was a bunch of motherfucking kids drunk out on heroin in Harlem.
Hell yeah.
In motherfucking Brooklyn. All that shit.
But you don't hear it. You didn't
You ain't hear nothing about that shit. And
like you said, it's been the same since the 50s.
Been the same,
years
though.
ago.
Heroin ain't
Before
new.
the
Same
50s,
thing.
nigga.
Heroin ain't new.
No, I'm saying
Opiates ain't new.
You saying the
Right.
problem has been 50 years ago.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Same as this.
It's
Yeah.
gonna keep on going.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But now, I just want, you know what? I don't even know what black people want. I don't even know what I want. I think at the end of the day, I just want somebody to say, damn, niggas, y'all right. I think that's all we want. Because I know it ain't going to change. I just want them to say, you know what? You right. We treating this differently because there's more white people affected. Somebody should just own up to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Just be real about it. Like, you know what?
Not.
Or at least this. You know what? We fucked up the first time. We didn't know how to handle the crack epidemic, and we didn't put as much effort into it because there was only black people involved. Somebody should just keep real and tell us that exactly, because we know it already.
They gonna never. Ain't gonna never ever. That shit opiate's been around since Indians and motherfucking cowboys, goddammit. What the fuck you think the Indians was doing in them tents, motherfucker?
Right. Yeah.
You know what I
mean, that's the truth, dog.
That shit been around for the longest, but now it's more effective. It's on their porch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They don't know what the fuck to do about it. You know what I mean? It's a problem. Their kids getting affected. You know what I mean?
It's a problem when you fuck with the bottom line.
Yeah. Their kids are getting affected. You know what I mean?
And the odd thing about it though, you still go get more time for crack rocks than heroin.
Hell yeah.
How the fuck is that possible?
I don't know.
How is that possible?
Crack.
When you know it's an epidemic, it's getting to the point where they are educating young kids in school about how to avoid these opiates and shit. But still, a nigga in the hood go get more time for 4 rocks in his pocket. Mm-hmm. Nigga, how is that? Like, and people tell, oh man, I hate it because I hate really like getting into politics like that. But people swear that it ain't no oppression, it ain't no more, ain't no more institutional racism. Dog, that's what that is. Like,
keep their knee bro.
And then another reason, and it's money involved, just like it always is.
Definitely.
But a lot of them opioids is coming through prescription drugs.
Drug companies.
So they can't fuck with the drug companies. So now they gotta treat it like something else. That's some fucked up shit.
And that's what it roll out into, money. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I mean,
it's money on both ends. You know what I'm saying? Like, the drug companies getting bread.
Hell yeah.
You think they about to stop what the fuck they doing or vote against some shit they're doing not to get their bread? Hell no. They want that bread, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's why I like fucking taking pills. And I'd rather do that shit natural, man. Like, I eat a lot, but I put a lot of fruits and vegetables in me, some natural shit, bro. Because
you damn near don't want to get fucked around with no pills.
I don't fuck with no
you don't want to get no
bro.
prescription.
I don't want to get struck out on that shit, bro.
Hell,
you know what I'm saying? Like, that shit had you all fucked up. You piss. Look like Mountain Dew, you know what I'm saying? Your winky won't get hard and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like Mountain Dew, you know what I'm talking about? Like, that shit just, I can't fuck with that type of shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, now, that shit been around since the motherfucking Indians and motherfucking niggas been doing that shit for forever.
Right.
You know what I mean? But now, it's affecting these people, affecting their money.
Right, it's a problem.
It's a problem.
Yo, Jessica said, what she say? They not gonna ever admit that because these drugs was brought in by the government. They all got their pockets getting full. Yeah, that's the truth. And I know they never admit it, but wouldn't it be nice though? But somebody be like, hey, dog, we fucked up the first time and we did that shit because y'all was niggas and we ain't give a fuck about y'all.
Right.
I mean, you ain't gotta say it like that, but at least admit to this shit. I think that's all we want, dog. Shit, let me see where we at.
My man said smoke a joint, you good. That helps too, bro. You know what I'm saying?
That was Kwanzaa. What up, though?
What's up, Kwanzaa?
Yeah, what up, though?
Motherfucker said smoke a joint, you good. Yeah? Hey.
Right, she must be smoking right now.
Hey. That's the only drug I put in my
right, fucking smoke one for us then. Yeah. Well, man, Boone say they trying to get a death penalty for their dog food. No, they giving us the motherfucking death penalty for everything, dog.
Bro.
And that's the real thing too, though, is that even back in the day, even if you throw it back to the 70s and the real Rick Ross, Freeway Ricky Ross and shit. Yeah. I mean, one of the biggest dope dealers like ever. You know what I'm talking about, in our minds anyway. But the reality of it is that even though he was selling at H, he was a fucking runner.
Yeah.
He's a runner. And to us, like, he was the shit, though. And don't get me wrong, he was getting money. And he was connecting and shit, but he the fucking runner. You know what I'm saying? So imagine how big that whole shit really is.
And he was just a fucking runner.
Just a runner, dog. You know what I'm saying?
And there's levels to this shit.
Dog, levels like a motherfucker. And he ended up getting, in connection with them high-level connects and shit like that. But the reality of it is, all that shit was going on because of the Iran Contra and shit. They basically making money to send another motherfucking, basically militia, some arms and shit. The U.S. government, of course. And all that shit, selling all that dope in motherfucking L.A. and shit to fund they shit overseas somewhere that's not even ours. Like, they funding somebody's guerrilla shit. You know what I'm saying?
And that's
ain't got shit to do with us.
And that's what's wrong with our fucking government.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We could be rich in fucking land. We could be rich in a lot of shit in this motherfucker and not struggle. Everybody.
Yeah.
But it's too much corrupt shit going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody want to put their hands in the fucking pot, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that shit fucked up. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand it, dog. We too fucking nosy for one. Like, fucking worry about the shit going on in our country.
Too nosy.
Yeah. They always worry about some shit. If it affect us, then that's when you get it. It's, you know what I'm saying, jump out there with the guns. This shit don't affect us. Stay the fuck out the way.
Well, dog, we nosy because they always trying to figure out how they can get money.
No, you said where the money gonna come from?
Yeah, simple as that. Figure out how you get money. Because, like I said,
sell their guns and the opiates.
Going all the way back, And I know Angry Man can appreciate this because Angry Man put me up on game many, many years ago, and I never really took heed to what he was saying. And then later on in life, I started paying attention. But I'm gonna take it all the way back to motherfucking Nazi Germany. All right. So my man Angry Man used to tell me about Hitler, like, dog, like it's something. Even though he a vile motherfucker, it's something about Hitler and shit, right? But I want to go back to that time. You gotta know that America was helping them motherfuckers the whole time.
Yes.
And then all of a sudden, we realize, oh my God, there's atrocities. We have to stop this. Nigga, please.
Nigga, we hid
Hitler.
Nigga,
please. Right, exactly.
We hid Hitler.
There are Nazi bunkers in L.A. right now. So what the fuck are you even talking about? Like, dog, how can you do... I mean, just like motherfucking, Osama and motherfucking... what's the other motherfucker we killed? Saddam Hussein. Yeah. All these motherfuckers used to be our homies.
Yeah.
Like they was all in our pockets, and then we figure out, you know what? Hey, fuck it, that's enough. Like we some double crossing motherfuckers, man.
Double crossing motherfuckers.
And then you wonder why motherfuckers hate the United States. And then they look at us and be like, damn, y'all niggas been getting the whole line too. So
because they double cross so motherfucking much, and so you know what I'm saying, they was cool with Saddam. Like you said, they was cool with these motherfuckers. They was cool with the nigga. And then they must have hit him with the crisscross, you know what I'm saying? Hit him with the Allen Iverson and shit, like, right. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking mad now they got a war on America. You know what I'm saying? They want to blow everything up.
Get us in trouble all the way. It ain't us, it's white folks.
Yeah, right. I know, right?
Just get us in trouble.
It ain't never been us, bro. We was raw here.
Ain't that shit. Ain't no motherfucking problem. That's been their problem from the beginning.
Man, that's some crazy shit, man. Hit us in the comment box. Let us know what you think. Why is the opioid crisis being treated so differently from the crack epidemic? I mean, we already know.
Or call us.
Oh, yeah, you can call us, too. I forgot. We live on the air. 760-283-4647. Hit that number 1 key, man. We'll bring you on live on the air. People can hear your voice and all that good shit. So, like, everybody's scared to call now, so they want to comment. But it's there, though, if you want to. We finally got that shit working. I don't know how it's working, but I guess it's working. Somebody gonna have to call in to find out, I guess, because I ain't really sure if it's actually working. But, more money, dog. So, we already know. I mean, we already got our theory as to why it's treated so differently. But, what can we do about that? Is this something we can do?
No.
It's nothing we can do.
I mean, I think the most important thing that we can do is
and to get money off of it. No,
you stupid. You stupid.
I'm just serious.
For Black History Month.
I'm just for serious.
No, but like in reality, I don't know. This is a bad thing to say, but I think I want to say it anyway. I think the most important thing to do is let the white people have that shit, man. Just let the white people have that opioid shit.
We ain't got no other choice.
I'm saying let them have that, and just keep niggas off of this shit. Let them have that shit.
No, my thing
because we never go get the right treatment or the right, you know what I'm saying, for that shit. So let them have it.
If white people just get a planet and just go to it. You hate it.
All of them, bro.
Nah, man. Nah, fuck that. If y'all hate everybody that bad, I ain't saying you gotta force everybody out.
Okay, so you hate these motherfuckers.
Okay. Yeah, if you want to go, just get a... How many planets is out there? Pick one of the motherfuckers and just go to that bitch.
Somewhere that bitch got water at. Go.
Yeah, it's just... Wow. And you know what? Don't make the second mistake twice by bringing somebody else over there to do your shit.
Just stay over there.
Yeah. Do your own shit. See what happened the first fucking time. You know what I'm saying? Go over there. If that's how y'all feel, just get the fuck on.
Jessica says it's a new opioid that's not helping nobody get clean. But see, that's how they go work that shit too, though. Give you more drugs.
Yeah.
To supposedly get you off the other drugs.
Like the Met Clinic. That shit,
right. Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
It's the same shit.
Give you another drug to get off this other drug, and then you hook on that drug, right? Hell no, man. It's crazy out here, though, man. I know.
The Met Clinic.
You know, I don't want to. Drugs is a fucked up thing, black or white. You know what I'm saying? Because. Well, not drugs. I ain't gonna say drugs is fucked up. Addiction is a fucked up thing, black or white. You know what I'm saying? But it's crazy how you can be on a I was gonna say on the planet, but yeah, kind of, because black people everywhere are suffering. But it's crazy how you can be in the country for so long and still be getting treated second rate though. Like I wanted all this outrage when motherfuckers was dying from crack in the 80s. Like, in the 80s, you know, niggas was dying from crack. Surprisingly enough, dog.
On the regular.
It's still young motherfuckers who smoke crack. Like, now.
Yeah.
I don't know how the fuck you convince yourself to fuck with some crack now. Like,
crack went out of style.
No, that shit is definitely not out of style.
Still doing crack.
Niggas still doing crack, bro. Like, niggas still freebasing, nigga. Yeah. Crazy shit. I don't know how it's happening, but obviously it ain't like how it was in the 80s, you know what I'm saying? But in the 80s, niggas was dying. Families was getting fucked up, destroyed. Niggas was spending their whole lives in jail for like 5 rocks and shit. You know what I'm saying? Niggas was spending years in jail for marijuana that's legal now, but that's a whole nother conversation. Right. But yeah, all that shit was happening. They wasn't kicking in doors in the 80s, nigga. They was bringing the battering ram, taking the whole fronts of houses out. Tanks, nigga, taking the whole front of houses out for some crack. Why they ain't breaking down the motherfucking pharmaceutical companies' doors and shit, busting down buildings? Cause I mean that's a war on drugs, ain't it? Should be.
No, it ain't. Because it's loopholes.
Yeah, it's loopholes to that shit. Right, but when the fuck do we get in the loopholes, though? We don't. Shit, it's gotta be a way. No. We making enough money out in this motherfucker.
No, I mean if that was the case, that shit would have been stalled 300 years ago.
Yeah.
If that was the case.
I think the most important part, though, the most important thing to do is because we not ever go get the attention or the education that we need to veer away from drugs and steer out of addiction. So I mean, your best bet, man, you gotta. I know, money. This is always your shit, man. Start from the crib, dog. You gotta make sure that your kids do not fuck around with drugs, nigga. Like it sounds easy, and I know we know a lot of drug dealers, you know, back in the day. Some that ain't alive no more, some that still are. But I mean, our whole situation got to change. Like it's hard for me to say because we grew up around the hustle. Like we grew up around the hustle. I know what it is, and as fucked up as it sounds, I don't want to encourage you to sell dope. But if you do sell dope, I'm gonna need you not to use that shit. That's all I'm saying. If you gonna sell it, don't use that shit. And how ironic is that, right? That's like the dumbest shit to ever say.
Yeah. No, he said don't get high on your own supply. You feel?
And that's fucked up because eventually you selling it to your community though, so it's the same thing. So
it really ain't because you get lost in the crossfire.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know, if you're gonna be in the game, you're gonna be in the game.
Yeah.
But nowadays there's so much shit to distract you.
Yeah.
You can just get caught up in this, get caught up in that, get caught up in this.
Yeah.
But versus back when we was coming up, it was just a game. It was just a game. That was it.
This nigga say for real, you can't OD off crack. Yo, I don't know. I ain't trying to find out. I ain't
trying to find out.
This
week how that worked out for you, dog.
My man Gigabyte say hell. Right, it's bone. My man Gigabyte say hell no, they funding it all for sure. That's why they'll never.
Absolutely.
Yeah, all that shit's being funded by them. Armani said, "My mom always told me if you can afford it, don't try it." Damn, for real. So I guess so. It's not weed though. I think it forces the weed. Smoke you a little. Smoke you a little herb. Look, we
ain't no wrong with a little weed. That's not a drug. That's not a drug, man.
I ain't being a hypocrite. You know what I mean? You smoke a joint. A blunt. You chill.
Yeah.
This generation right here.
Yeah.
That shit is off the charts.
Yeah.
Cause these motherfuckers drink some shit and just go ape shit.
Yeah. Drink some cough syrup.
Now, Carly, what up, though, Carly? She just chimed in and said, "I don't think it has anything to do with education, but that's just me." I don't know. I think as far as I think it do got something to do with education.
Everything you had to educate your kids on not to do it. You know
that's right. You got to educate them on the realities of what can become after that addiction. I think that is an education thing, and that's something that at least a lot of black kids didn't have in the '80s. Until after the fact, until after so many parents had lost their families and lost their lives and lost their livelihood to the crack epidemic, then the education came later. I think now the education is coming a little quicker. Like they really getting on these kids' heads, telling them what can happen if you get addicted to this to these opioids. And I think the education is the thing though. And I know y'all. Oh, okay. But I think that's definitely important, and that's one of the things that's missing though. You know what I'm saying? Especially, and like I say, a lot of this shit I'm saying is only from our community because that's the only community I know.
Yeah,
and I feel like we missed out on a lot of education, on a lot of learning the shit to avoid. It's like we've been in so many situations, you know what I'm saying, especially in the inner city, where you kind of forced to live a certain life. And I know it's probably a crazy thing, and some people call it a bailout or using an excuse. But the reality of it is, a lot of black kids, man, grow up in some fucked up situations,
yes, they do.
and this is all they know.
Yeah.
And again, I know that's not an excuse because some people, some very prominent people, have come from fucked up situations.
The people use it as an excuse, you know what I'm saying? Like, but my thing is, the shit always start from your motherfucking crib. You teach your kids. The kids go from what the fuck they see. You know what I'm saying? Or what they're around. You know what I'm saying? You could be in a fucked up neighborhood, but you give them fucking something else to see. You know what I'm saying? If you don't give them nothing else to see, that all they gonna see is that shit, and they don't want to go to that shit. You know what I'm saying? Show them something different. You know what I mean? You gotta educate your kids on every fucking thing out here. You know what I mean? Like,
Armani Sarah only addiction is Pepsi.
Yeah, I see that shit.
Yo, sugar's addictive, motherfucker. Though.
Kwanzaa, I feel you.
Yeah, what she say? Oh, you say you have to have education. You have to educate your children on the effect of drugs. She said, but at the end of the day, people do make their own decisions. So I think that's kind of going back to what Carly was saying. Basically, the education is good. I think y'all kind of saying the same thing, I guess, there. So I guess they kind of agree with each other. Is that maybe it don't have it. Well, I think it still got something to do with education. But I think at the end of the day, kind of like what Kwanzaa said, I think that people will ultimately make their own decision. And this is true right now, which is weird as fuck to me because I don't understand a motherfucker under 30 who use crack. Like, because you've been educated. You have been educated. You have seen what it does to motherfuckers. You probably know somebody personally. Why would you do that shit?
Dumb dummies. You know what I mean? Like, I don't understand, bro. That's some dumb dummies, bro.
Yo.
Like, I don't understand. Like, motherfucker, you know what fuck that shit do.
Right.
You gonna be at the gas station asking to pump my motherfucking gas, man? What the fuck?
With those big ass fingers.
Right.
That's fucked up, man.
Hands big like a bear and shit.
Yo, Gigabyte say that when you got Future in them talking about Percocets and Molly's. Nah, that's true. But these a lot of these rappers, man, they funny to me because they the dope man and the dope fiend all wrapped in one. Like, you niggas gotta give it a rest. Like, for real, you niggas gotta give it a rest. Like, you gotta either sell the dope and don't use it. Nigga, don't do both. Like, I don't get it. And I'm not encouraging you to sell dope. I'm not.
But you some dumb.
Right.
God damn.
Yeah, we got a few minutes left, man. You can always give us a call, 760-283-4647.
Talk to us. We talk back.
For sure. We'll answer your call live on the air, you know what I'm talking about, or you can comment below and let us know what you're thinking right now. But yeah, I think there's no way around the fact that, you know, the opioid crisis is being, you know, treated differently.
Definitely.
Because of the, you know, because of the demographic that's affected.
I mean, it's really can't. Silver spoon babies. Them silver spoon motherfuckers put something on them spoons.
Nah, you stupid as hell.
Hey, them silver spoon motherfuckers using them spoons. You know what I'm talking
about? That's wild. That's wild. Hell no.
Oh my God.
Yo, hit me in the comment box. I think spoon now.
Hey, they using them spoons. Y'all know how to use them.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the question is, and I don't know, obviously this ain't not a question we're gonna be able to answer in this show, or probably in our lifetime. But like, damn, what can we do though? Like, what can we do to change the state of America, dog? Like, because at some point, dog, I want our epidemic, you know what I'm saying, not to just be on some real serious shit. I want our epidemic to be as important as the broader America. Like, I want this much effort to stop crack, you know what I'm saying, as it is to stop these opioids. I want that same shit. Like, I want this same effort to stop, you know, insurance redlining. I want this same effort to stop, you know, motherfuckers from not being able to purchase homes in certain areas because of the color of their skin or the amount of money they make or the company they keep. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's crazy that it's so many things. And again, I don't want to use this as an excuse, but it's so many strikes against us, though. Like, you coming from a deficit trying to get even. Like, I don't even know if it's hard to even say that we're striving to be more now because we're striving so hard just to get even.
No,
and that's fucked up.
If we could do all the shit you just said, bro, it probably would be a perfect world, bro.
Yeah, but since perfect don't exist.
Since perfect don't exist, bro.
Right.
It's never gonna happen, bro.
Yeah.
Like you want them to admit to something. You want them to. They're not gonna ever admit that they were wrong, bro.
Right. I know.
They're never gonna admit to they wrong when they were wrong as a motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? Like these motherfuckers out here, bro. It's all about the dollar. You know what I mean? They don't give a fuck about what's going on with you. And I think that motherfuckers like that's the selfish shit around ever, bro.
Right.
You can motherfucking hang with this motherfucker, but not give a fuck about this motherfucker well-being. You know what I mean? Like that's what I don't understand. You know what I mean? And a lot of these white people say I'm not racist. I got black friends. Da 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 da. That don't mean shit. That don't mean shit, man. You you give a helping hand to the motherfucker that was down. Yeah. Cause if I had it and my nigga was down, he got it.
Right.
If I come up, my dog don't come up, he still got come up because I'm there for him. You know what I'm saying? Like, but shit like that don't happen around here nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Motherfuckers like we like crabs in a barrel, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? One motherfucker get out, they snatch us down. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We snatching our own self down.
True that.
You know what I'm saying? And at some point, they gotta stop blaming the fucking white folks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? At some point, and start doing their own shit. Yeah. It ain't always their problem.
And that's what Jessica said. You got to push yourself and want better for yourself.
Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, I mean, you can't keep putting it on the fucking white people. White people do this, white people do that. That's why I hate when motherfuckers pull a race card.
Yeah.
Motherfucker, it's you.
And it's true. A lot of us do push the race card way too hard.
A lot.
Way too hard. And a lot of times that shit do become, a crutch. Like, it'll allow you to be like, well, you know what, I can't do this because, such and such. Like, yeah, it's true. A lot of people do. But it is, it is a difference, though. It is a difference. I mean, you got to acknowledge, and the funny shit is real quick, we go talk about this and then we go move to some more comments. But I shared it actually, Will Smith, this thing that Will Smith had posted, and I reposted. He was talking about how people spend so much time trying to figure out whose fault it was as opposed to taking responsibility of fixing it. So that's two different things. He was saying how a lot of people try to put fault and responsibility in the same basket, but it ain't.
It ain't.
Like, so you can say, damn, you can theoretically say it's white people's fault that we're in this situation, right? But it's your responsibility to get out of that motherfucker, all right? So, and that kind of go with what you were saying. So, then it was odd that I seen that video today because it goes exactly with what you was just saying. Yeah. Most definitely. We're going to read a couple more comments and then we go to the phone line because we got a phone call.
Oh, shit, somebody want to talk to us.
Somebody want to talk to us. Let me see. Tony saying in the 1970s, black folks was dying from heroin overdoses, but that was cool. Now because it's in the suburbs, it's a problem, and that's what we're saying. Well, you can start by waking up white, waking up white. That's the only way he gonna get the same attention for your issues. Damn. And that's kind of true though. It's kind of true.
It's true.
Yeah, it's kind of true.
You know what I'm saying? We don't got no saying something, but we have to fucking make it. We can't keep saying what's wrong. Yeah. We know what the fuck is wrong.
Right.
When we gonna fucking try to fix this shit? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that's the bottom line right
there.
We
know what the fuck going on. We know what's wrong.
I always say no to drugs. They make you look like Pookie.
Definitely making it like Pookie.
Right, that's what she said. She said at one point,
help me, Scotty!
Stupid. No, Tony said at what point does personal responsibility enter the equation? And that's what we're talking about. At some point, your responsibility to make the change is what ultimately overshadows everything. So you can, like he was saying in that video, you can figure out all day whose fault it is. Yeah. But then at the end of the day, you are responsible for your life and your decisions, regardless of whose fault it is.
I mean, like me, bro. I can't speak in front of crowds, outspoken person, but it's a lot of common sense shit I want to say to people that people don't like. They act like they don't fucking know about common sense, bro. Like it's simple. Like we all know the issue. We all know the problem. Racism ain't dead. We all know that shit, bro.
Right.
We talk about it all the fucking on the daily. Yeah. Black history is dead, low key, for real, for real. You know what I'm saying? It's on us to keep that shit alive. We can't keep saying what the problem is and what's going on and just watch it go on.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like
at some point, it's your responsibility to fix it.
Come on.
For sure. That's what's up. And we're going to shoot to the phone lines real quick. Also, if you do got another comment, you can either call us at 760-283-4647. The number is listed right there at the bottom, or you can hit us in the comment box. Let us know how you feel. We can shoot to the phone lines. I got 313-556. You on live straight from the E-Block. Holla at your boy.
What up, dog?
What up, dog?
What up, dog? We got a caller, cuz. What up, dog?
What's poppin'?
Hey, shit. What's happening with you, brother?
Hey, shit up, man.
Same shit, man. I'm calling in about this subject, man. It's never a problem until it affects the white community, just like this transgender shit. It wasn't the blacks were fags and punks until the white man wanted to do it. Now it's an alternative lifestyle. With the drugs, it was a crack epidemic or a heroin epidemic, but now there needs to be something done because are going through it or want to go through it. You
Nah,
see what I'm saying?
I feel you. That's true as hell. It's an analogy that I wasn't thinking about, but okay.
Yeah, right.
But yeah, good analogy though.
But think about it. Hip hop didn't grow phenomenal until white people liked it. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And until white people started. Look at old boy that made Ice Baby. That's one of the largest hip hop albums ever fucking made, and this motherfucker was a one hit wonder, and he's still making millions off of that one fucking song.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, but I mean, all that plays a role into what we're talking about now, and it's true. Like being the effect on white people, regardless of whether it's good or bad, does cause action. Yeah. I'm just trying to figure out when the fuck is the effect on black people gonna start causing some action. Is it ever?
Never. Why you motherfuckers expect it unless we do it our motherfucking self, bro?
See, one thing you gotta understand, black people are like the canary in the coal mine. Let's see what happens to these motherfuckers, and then if it fucks them up, then we'll know, well, maybe we might not want to do that, or, yeah, maybe we want to take that shit over. But we've always been the canary in the coal mine. Let the blacks try it first. You know, like the experiments, the drugs, everything.
Yeah. Damn, that's real shit, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what's
up,
up,
dog.
dog.
I need that one.
Yeah, I need that one.
Well, that's all I got to say.
For sure. Thanks for your call, dog.
Appreciate your call, homie.
For sure.
All right, fellas. Peace.
Yo, he say won't nobody give a fuck about your alternative lifestyle until Bruce Jenner said he want to be a girl.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I guess, I mean, if you look at it that way, he right, though.
Yeah.
Let me see. Tony said, it's not Hollywood's responsibility to raise your kids. Spend some time with your kids. With your youngins, rather. Stop letting them go brain dead in front of the TV.
You feel me?
Yeah.
And that's what I say all the time, bro, because I say it, and I'm going to say it one more time. It started at the motherfucking crib, cuz.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You are in control of what this kid watch. You are in control of what this kid does. You are in control of that right then and there. Yeah. Take control of that shit. Stop being their friends all the motherfucking time. Don't get it twisted. I love my dog. My both of my dogs. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I'm their friend, but they know when I'm fucking for real.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They know when I'm for real. And when I get this shake in my head and talking with this mother, they know I'm serious. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So you have to put that into them. Because if you don't, bro, they're going to do what the fuck they want to do. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like, you've been around. You know what I mean? That's what you've been the elder for. You've been around. You've seen more. You did this. So you have the right to try to guide this kid in the right direction. Sure. Try a little harder.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Try a little harder and see what happens. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. A lot of people don't put forth the effort.
It's too much shit. Like, it's too many distractions, too much media, too much social media, too much TV, too much internet, too much everything. And I know it's as boring as having a conversation with your mom or dad is to kids. It is imperative at this point. Like, you know, it used to be a point where you could come home after hard days work and make a meal for your kid and just push them off. Yeah. Like, unfortunately, we ain't got that luxury these days. Nope. Like, you can't push your kid off on the internet. You can't push your kid off on the TV. Nope. Because, like, the internet is the greatest thing ever made, and it's the worst thing. Yeah. It's a double-edged sword, dog. Because you can learn everything. That's the fucked up thing about it. You can learn anything from the internet. And the fucked up thing about it is you can learn anything from the internet.
That's the fucked up thing about it.
That's the fucked up thing and a good thing.
You know what I'm saying? You as a parent, though, you know what I mean? You can push them into the right shit on the internet. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, don't get twisted. Me and my dog lay down and watch cartoons all day. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes we watch them on try to put them on the right path. You know what I mean? Show them what we've been through. You know what I mean? I mean, the oldest one I can do that with, but the baby boy, he ain't understand.
He don't understand that yet.
Yeah. But he soon is going to get it. Yeah. You know what I'm talking about?
And the earlier the better.
Yeah.
And you gotta have them conversations. Unfortunately, you gotta have them conversations about drugs now early. Yeah. You gotta have them conversations about drugs. You gotta have them conversations about sex. Mm-hmm. Like, you have to have these conversations about sex, not only consensual sex, but you gotta have these conversations about some of these fucking adults touch you improperly. Yeah. Like, that had always been a conversation that we had. But I think now, even more than ever, like, it's a conversation you gotta have because people trust, you know, coaches and teachers and
too much,
I think. And it's fucked up because you should be able to. Like, you really should be able to.
Because these folks should be expecting these other motherfuckers to raise their kids. Teachers and coaches and all that shit. They can't raise your kids, bro. Yeah. You with them 24/7. They can't raise your kids, bro.
Right.
You know what
I mean, some of these coaches and teachers are with them kids more than their mom and daddy.
Yeah, but still. That's what I'm saying. Stop doing that shit.
Stop doing that shit. Yeah.
Stop doing that shit. The coach is there for the fucking win games.
Yeah.
Let this motherfucker win games. Don't we gotta worry about what this motherfucker ate. You know what I mean? Yeah, what he ate, this nigga ain't. I gotta take this motherfucker to Coney Island, baby. I'll be home in a minute. Like, what the fuck?
I mean, there's some coaches out there gotta do that, though.
Yeah, some coaches that's real shit, though, but still. You know what I'm saying? Why he had to worry about that?
Right. Shouldn't have to.
He shouldn't have to worry about that. His responsibility is to win fucking games.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Stop putting all your fucking faith in these people. Other people raising your kids and you raise them.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? See how far that go.
That's the truth. Yo, we got a few minutes left, dog. So if you got some last minute comments,
you got a caller, bro.
Make sure we got a caller. All right, bet. Make sure you hit us in the comment box or call us 760-283-4647. Hit that number 1 key. We shooting to the phone lines. 313-459. That's my baby Coco. What up, though?
What up, though?
Like you live on the air.
If I knew who that was, I wouldn't even say that we had a caller.
You so trifling. What's happening, baby?
Not much. Not much. Chime in for a minute.
What you got to say about this? How we handling the opioid epidemic and the crack crisis?
Well, you know what? It's all messed up. Both, especially for our young.
We lost you.
I hear it.
Coco, I hear you, but we lost
you. Yeah, can y'all hear me?
There we go. Yeah, there we go.
Okay. So, yeah, it's messed up either way it goes, but unfortunately, you know, at the end of the day, the government, it's a moneymaker for them.
For sure.
So,
definitely.
Unfortunately, they don't care that lives is being lost because their money is coming in, either if it's from the pharmacy and with the opiates and all that shit, it's a moneymaker at the end of the day.
For sure.
And that's where our responsibility come in as a parent.
Yeah.
To teach our kids what's going on. So it's definitely something that we have to start in the household because like I always stress, we have to teach our kids, and it starts from within anyway.
Definitely. Definitely.
You just got to teach our kids at an early age.
And we got to do it at the crib. And the reason I say that is because I've seen on the news where a lot of these suburban schools they're already implementing that into the school lesson plans on making kids aware about these types of drugs. That's not happening in the inner city. So that's why we got to do it ourselves.
It's not. Yeah. It's not. And unfortunately, we have to. And it's good that they're doing it in school, but it still starts at home. Although they're doing it in school, which is a great thing, it still has to start from home. You have to still, you got to put that shit in your kid's head. Like, you know what, this is what's going on. And this is what you don't need to do and all that.
Right.
The government don't give a shit. Because like I said, at the end of the day, it's a fucking moneymaker. They all talking about the shit now, yes, because we are now realizing and seeing that we losing our children behind this shit. And we're not even talking about no grown-ass people.
No,
we're talking about young-ass kids now.
Yeah. Right. Hell yeah.
So it's very serious right now. And they starting so young off into that shit. And it's sad. So... we definitely have to keep on our kids, and I agree as far as the internet, be careful what y'all kids is watching and all of that. Right. It starts from home, and hopefully the damn schools will pick up from that shit and start to teach that shit in school. That's what we need.
For sure. Yeah. That's what's up, man. And that's most definitely true. And I just hope that more parents had that same initiative, like how you talking, because it's as simple as it sounds. A lot of parents don't parent like that. No. As simple as it sounds. A lot of parents don't parent like that. No, that's true. Yeah.
But then even if you do be careful on what your kids watch, they still got to go out to school.
Yeah, they still got to go outside.
Go out into the world. You know what I'm saying?
And that's what you instill that shit into them. That's where you get to instill it into them so they know when they see that shit, they walk away.
You cannot shelter your kids. Because when you start to shelter your kids, that's when they get lost, when they get older and they get out on their own. They be lost as... They be so vulnerable because they ain't never experienced it.
They be lost as fuck. You can say it.
Because the parent tried to keep them from it.
You can say it. They be lost as fuck. I know what you want to say.
That's true. They be lost as fuck.
I said you wanted to say they be lost as fuck. Yeah, that's true.
I said what I said, but yeah, definitely, it's a terrible thing going on out here, especially with the opiates. That's something that the young kids thinking that's cool. That lean shit and all that shit. That shit ain't cool at all. That shit will tear your insides up.
Hell no, it's turning niggas into dope fans.
That's all bad. Right. But yeah, hopefully we'll get it together, and the kids, more schools will get into teaching our kids.
Right.
That same thing. So,
that's true.
You know, and we have some bold parents, so hopefully some of the kids realize that and teach it anyway.
Right. Hell yeah.
So
that's what's up. Thanks for your call.
All right, y'all holler at y'all later.
Thanks for your call, baby. Make sure that you check out Coco J on Saturdays at 12 p.m. At She's Got It Fitness in Oak Park. Get your Zumba on, you know what I'm talking about? Make sure you follow her and you can get that information. You know what I'm talking about? All right, but what was I getting ready to say? So we got a couple comments to read, and then this shit about to cut us off. So, because since we actually on the air right now, we actually got a timer now. Right. Let me see where you want to go. We got a few up here. Let me see. Tony said, "You are your kid's first influence, not the movies, not video games, not hip hop, and not a computer."
True.
And it should be true.
It's definitely true.
Yeah, like you should be your kid's first influence. Armani said it starts when the child comes out your stomach. Talk to them and continue to talk with them on the regular. All right.
True that.
Let me see. Tony agreed with that. Gigabyte said watch the movie Traffic. Yeah, for sure. That's the dope game all wrapped in one. Jessica said, yep, they become naive. That is true. They become naive if you shelter them. So just like Coco J was just saying, Gigabyte said a lot of kids are watching their parents getting high. Dog. That could be a big problem right there.
That's definitely a problem. Monkey see, monkey do, motherfucker.
Yeah. Now if your mama getting going off that lean and off them opiates, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. I guess I grew up around weed, so I got some kind of disclaimer about that. It just ain't the same to me. It's not the same as like an opioid or a opiate rather. Excuse me. It's not quite the same, but at the same time, I guess it's drugs. I guess drugs is drugs.
You can equivalent as alcohol. Alcohol is a drug too. So,
right.
You know,
I mean, a lot of us grew up with that. Yeah, alcohol was running rampant in our days, man. Yo. But on that note, man, we gonna go around one last time. It's just me and you and shit. So we just go say, Money, why is the opioid epidemic being treated different from the crack crisis?
Because it's affecting white people
more
than it was. Because don't get it twisted, it was some white fiends.
Oh, yeah, some white crack. Yeah, some white definitely. For sure.
You know what I'm saying? I know a lot of white people, and you know they try to like a little bit of every drug that's out here. You know what I'm saying? Like I only been like down 2 roads. That's weed and a mushroom. And
I ain't fuck with the mushrooms.
Mushroom, hey, that was it. You know what I mean? And all that shit come from the ground. So
all that shit organic.
All that shit organic. So I mean, me personally, you know what I mean? Like, you have to fucking teach your kids, man. Yeah. It boils down to educating your kids at the crib, bro. Don't let the TV raise your kids, bro. Don't let the internet raise your kids, bro. Trust me, the internet can be used for some viable information, but use it at that only. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying? And keep up with us. You know what I'm saying? Straight from the E-Block. You know what I'm talking about?
Right, always do that.
Always
do that no matter what.
Yeah, no matter what. But I'm just saying though. You know what I'm saying? Teach your kids at early age. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, shit, they gonna roll with you. Yeah, so you show them where to go. You know what I'm saying?
Word.
You know what I mean? Don't let them roll with you and get rolled over. Let them roll with you and ride with you. You know what I'm talking about?
For sure. Yeah, on that note, man, I definitely have to agree, man. The reason it's being treated differently is obviously the demographic has changed. So there's more white people being affected. So, of course, that causes the masses to act more urgently. And, again, I can only wish and I can only hope and I guess I can only pray that this changes at some point, that same urgency returns when it affects our community. But at the end of the day, though, if we're not going to get that help, we have to take responsibility to fix it ourselves. So you got to educate your kids and do as much as you can to instill the proper things in them, and then just pray that it works out. Because at the end of the day, like everybody kept saying, no matter how much you instill in them, at some point they got to go outside. They got to go outside. And on that note, man, we're going to get up out of here. I want to thank everybody who checked us out today, everybody who called in today, because we got the live call in. You know what I'm saying? Everybody that commented. Make sure if you're watching on Facebook Live right now, you hit that like button so you can get the notification every time we go live. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the notification button so you can not only get the notification, but you can see everything we put on live. Because we post a lot of shit. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's just a little bell. That's all. Also, we are sponsored today by Flipside Inc. LLC. All right, so if you need your flyers design, promotional videos produced, make sure you hit me, dog. If you're watching on Facebook Live, you can hit me on the inbox right there, or you can give me an email at qlewis@flipside-inc.com. It's right there on the page too. You can actually click the link somewhere on the Facebook page. I don't know where it's at, but it's on there. You know what I'm talking about. So I want to thank y'all for checking us out. The count is down, 90 seconds. We gotta get out of here. Yo, on that note, man, we out. You know exactly what it is, man. The Live is Cloud radio show on the planet, straight from the E-Block Radio, baby. Live on your dial, man. It's your boy, the Hood Howard Stern, Q Lewis, holding it down from 6 Mile to the Mile High.
Boy, my money, you know what it is. It's E-Block, baby.
For sure. And we going out with the intro. We going out with the intro.
We going out with the intro?
We going out with the intro.
Gangsta.
You can't hear it, though, but they can hear you. Peace out, y'all. E-Block in the building.
30 seconds.
Share this shit.
Right, I don't know.